Today we're diving into the rock and roll saga that's juicier than a backstage scandal. We're talking about the epic tussle over the Pink Floyd name. Picture this. It's the mid-1980s, a time when hair was big and synthesizers were bigger. Pink Floyd had just dropped The Final Cut in 1983, an album that, let's be honest, felt more like Roger Waters' solo project with a cameo from the band. The internal vibes? Tense enough to make a family Thanksgiving dinner look like a yoga retreat. Fast forward to 1985, and Roger Waters decides to pull the plug, declaring Pink Floyd a spent force creatively. He probably thought the band would fold faster than a cheap lawn chair without him. But David Gilmour and Nick Mason had other plans. Paul Rappaport shared insights about the tension between Roger Waters and the remaining Pink Floyd members in a recent interview with Classic Album Review. Rappaport said, "I think at that time it was tough because Roger did not think they would continue without him. This was after The Wall and after The Final Cut. Roger had become such a bigger part of the band. He had taken over for The Wall. He said he was going to leave because he thought he needed to go on his own. David and Nick wanted to remain as Pink Floyd. He didn't think they would do that. They asked, 'Well, can we have the name?' And he said, 'Sure.' 'Cause in a million years, he was so used to, being bigger than life, he didn't think they would do that." Rappaport continued. So he was kind of in shock when they wanted to move on. It was very tough because then it turned into a feud. And then it was, the court thing this way, that way. I was sort of right in the middle of it. And I'd worked with both of them, right? And admittedly, it's easier working with David and Nick. They're just different people. It's just the way it is. But it's like one in each ear, like Roger going, "What are they doing? What are they doing?" he added. And Nick and David are going, "What is he doing?" And I'm like, "Look, guys, I'm professional and I love all you guys and I've loved your music since, even before I was in the record business. So I'm going to work for all of you like 110%. He concluded by saying, "But it was sad to see all of that. They're still feuding to this day, which I think hysterical. It's like, guys, nobody cares anymore. It's like, stop, okay? We're all older, stop." Fast forward to recent years, and the feud still simmers. In 2023, Waters released The Dark Side of the Moon Redux, a reimagined take on the classic album, while Gilmour and Mason dropped a 50th anniversary box set of the original.
Buy records, they don't know anything about it except, they don't care even. It's, if this thing says Pink Floyd and they've liked Pink Floyd things before, they buy it and that's all they need to know.
Well, if Ringo and George reformed and called themselves the Beatles, I personally would be extremely upset. But there are millions and millions of children out there who go, "Oh, the Beatles are coming to town. Wahoo! Let's go and buy tickets." Or, "Oh, look, a Beatles album's coming out. Well, let's go and buy it." That's all, and that's exploitation, and I think it's wrong. I've got nothing against, Dave Gilmour and Nick Mason working together.